everybody, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and I have been playing on my craft table and just started making some fun ephemera. I guess it's Valentine's themed. That's what I'm starting to think about. So I'm using some scraps, things I have on my table, and I'm also using a set of words. Let me show you that I'm starting to work on that I think is going to be a part of a paper kit. It's not fully developed yet, but I imagine I'm going to do them. I've done these. It's the same set of words, but just in some fun different colors. So a pink and a green, neutral, a little bit of a peachy color. I have some others, but I just, I can never have too many words. And sometimes it's fun to just have simple, easy words you can just cut out and use in projects. So I have those on my desk. And like I said, just some scraps and some florals. And I thought, well, I want to play with some hearts. So this one is just a piece of cardstock that I folded in half, rounded the corners, layered some fun lace, cut out a heart, appreciate. And I anticipate putting these on journal pages or maybe a Valentine's themed journal. This one was actually made with a paint chip, like you get at Lowe's or Home Depot. And I cut the heart out and then layered it onto a piece of just scrap in the pinks with some flowers. So I thought that turned out really cute. And then these, I love making little tiny circles and the pockets. And I hadn't done those in a while. Put a little heart on there. So I made a couple of those, and then I just wanted to have some of the words, to either add to other tags or pockets or things. So I don't know. We'll see what I come up with. I can show you how I made those and maybe make some different things. But I'm just going to use what I happen to have on hand and hope you guys enjoy playing today. So I sometimes will make myself some templates with hearts, just different shapes and sizes. So those are the 3 that I have cut right now. And then I do have my really old Stampin' Up! 3 heart punch, which makes the little ones that I love. But we'll probably use these. And I found on my desk this piece of paper, and I'm enjoying the greens. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do another one where we cut out a heart. So I don't have another paint sample. That's actually the paint sample. That's the color of the walls in my shop at the Painted Tree. I probably should have saved that so that I would have the paint sample. I do have a picture of it though, so that should be fine if I need more. So all I did was I cut a piece of paper, and guys, again, I'm working with scraps. So you guys just make these whatever size you want. Mine happens to be 2.5 inches by 4. And the heart, I think, will fit in here nicely. And I think I'm going to draw it on this side. This is going to be the back side of mine. And again, I don't want to just glue a heart on there. I want to make it like a window. If you don't want to go to the trouble of cutting out like a window, you could just layer a heart on top. Like I did on this one, you just layer a heart there. To make it a little bit easier, I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife and just cut across in there so it's easy for me to get my scissors in here. Now that paint sample that I used was on a really nice thick cardstock, so it lent itself very well to this idea, but we'll see how we do. I printed, paper is printed on 90-pound, it's a medium weight cardstock. So welcome if you are new to my channel. Thanks for joining us. If you're a returning subscriber, yay, thank you for being with me. I hope y'all are all having a great day. I'm happy to have had a little bit of time before I leave town to be back in my craft room. So y'all have a couple of videos while I'm traveling again this week. Yay! So I've really needed, I've really needed just some fun time here to decompress a little bit and enjoy myself before I start on this next journey. So, all right, all I did was, and then I just picked a piece, and guys, I have no idea. These are some that I probably printed last year that were in my pile of papers I need to use. Ooh, that'll be pretty. Get quite a bit of pink there. So I apologize that I can't remember where this paper came from. If I find it, I will certainly let you guys know in the description of the video. But I am hoping to make some of my own Valentine's papers this year and do some fun projects with you guys. I know I'm going to definitely be designing some things with some of the Pink Monarch kits as we head into the new year. Just one of my favorites. And I have this fun collaboration going on. I'm going to add glue on the back of this so we can then stick it down and then cut it out with Cherith on Etsy. So I know I have some fun papers to look forward to using, but I'm going to try to design some for you guys myself. And like I said, I definitely want to do some kits that have some more words. I get a lot of requests for that, and I think other people like having the words as well. Didn't get any glue right here. Definitely want to glue that down. So see how easy, but I think it gives a nice impact. And then we'll just cut the rectangle out. I'm cutting kind of off of that torn edge that was the green paper. It was okay to have it on there, but I think I like a little bit cleaner look. There we go. And we'll just ink it a little bit. I'm still using that vintage photo. I'm sure my walnut stain will make a return here before too long. But this is the one that's on top that I just kind of keep grabbing. And the ink pad is staying a little bit juicier, which makes it a little bit easier too. Okay, so that's kind of the base. And then let me show you how I did this piece of lace. I have this slot punch, and it, you know, it doesn't have a far reach, however far that is. But I'm going to line it up with the top and then go in as far as it can on the right. And then I'm going to go in as far as it can on the left. There. This one was skinnier, so it looks a little different. And then we just need a piece of ribbon. And I did put, it'll be fun, I put some different ribbons and laces on my desk that I thought might work for what we're trying to do. I want to make sure I leave it hopefully long enough to tie a bow or something. Now, if you don't have the slot punch, that's okay. You could just use just a hole punch. That would work as well. I do like this ribbon slot punch though. It's one of my favorites. I don't think I left enough. Let's see. It's going to be a little scrawny bow if I do. We'll just do a knot and see how it looks. If you are interested in some of the supplies I use, you can pop over to my Amazon storefront. It's an affiliate link, so I will get a few pennies if you decide to make a purchase, but it's at no cost to you. But that way you can see some of my favorite crafting supplies and maybe get a few ideas of your own. So feel free to take a look. All right, and this slot punch is available on Amazon, so you'll find it, I think, in like favorite tools and accessories or something like that. But if you can't find it, let me know and I'll send you a link. They're cute. All right, and I definitely want to do a word. I don't know if I decide to do another heart. We may do it out of a different paper. All right, the words. I think I'm going to go to this pink set, even though it's a little different from the pink on that paper. How about grateful? We're gonna go with Grateful. And all I'm doing is cutting these out. I left room. Sometimes if you're making little pieces, you want a little bit of extra on either end, or even to make it a little bit, leave a little bit more at the top and the bottom around the word. So you get a little bit of flexibility of how you cut those out. And I think this is an 18-point font that I've got it in currently. Like I said, these aren't anything that are ready to be distributed yet. But if it stays this, it's an 18, like an 18-point font, which isn't too big, isn't too little. I think it works for most projects. You could certainly print it smaller if you wanted to. I'm gonna put it, I think, a little to the right. I like making these where you cut out the window and even like put a piece of lace behind or something on a piece of pattern paper. It gives it some nice, fun texture. So that's an idea. Lots of things you can do. I'll just do another heart. Why not? Can't have too many hearts. Okay, so that's a fun, easy one. And then depending on the papers you choose and the ribbons, it looks quite different, but a fun one. And then this is just a bunch of layering, but I wouldn't mind making another one. So let's see. This is a piece of Stamperia paper that is scrapbook paper, and I'm going to, it's folded. I was probably trying to fold something and then I changed my mind about what paper I wanted to use. But I'm going to tear it where we've got some of these pretty hard creases. And then we should be left, yeah, with a piece that'll work. Put this right here. All right, we'll make it 4 inches. We'll just make it a little bit bigger than the one I made as a prototype. This one will be a 4x4 square. And then I don't mind this angle. In fact, I think it makes it look kind of fun to have it. And maybe we'll even leave this one where it opens up since it's got such pretty paper. This one, it wasn't printed on both sides, so I just glued it together to make it more like a journaling card. I could put neutral here to write on. Let's leave this one as a card that opens. And we'll just see what we have on my desk to layer and to decorate this one with. I think you guys know I love, love, love making Valentines. So I would say Christmas is probably my favorite crafting season, you know, if I'm being honest. But then Valentine's Day, definitely. I definitely love fall crafts. Of course, in the spring and summer, I love to do a lot with birds and flowers, even in winter, right? So anyway, lots of fun. And I do have a lot of Valentine's project ideas to share with you guys this year. So that's going to be a blast. Okay. So I'm using a different paper here. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I like that with it. Let's see if we have something here we can just make a heart out of that can hopefully pop enough, right? Just enough. Enough is enough. Or if there's other paper in my scraps that would work. I don't know. I definitely want a heart, so I'm going to have to try it. We'll see what happens. I was kind of thinking maybe a smaller heart, but with that butterfly on it. I have no idea. No idea if I'm going to like it, but let's do it. And I'm going to use my pencil so that I can then erase where I'm drawing the heart. And I'm hoping maybe with some ink and things around it, it'll pop enough and not fade away too much. We'll see. So are you guys already thinking about Valentine's crafts, or am I like way too soon? I don't know. I think it's never too soon to craft with hearts. I guess if you literally use the words "Be My Valentine" or "Happy Valentine's Day," then, you know, it can only be used at that time of the year. But like these, I feel like it doesn't have to be just for Valentine's Day. It could be anytime. Anytime. All right, let's see if we can get this to pop a little bit. I don't know. It's not much contrast at all. I wonder if yeah, let's do that. I'm going to glue it on here because I can, right? And then I will cut around it so it's like it's matted. Let's see. My daughter, who's the one who's a photographer, she, for her brother and his girlfriend this year for Christmas, she gave them a framed piece of her art that was in the show she had this last spring. And it turned out beautifully, but it was a little bit of a project for both of us as she was ordering the frames and then just show, like having the type of mat she wanted that I went and then ordered for her here in town so she wouldn't have to try to travel or have it shipped from New York. Anyway, it was like a whole thing. And he was so thrilled with it. And when I said, it's like it's matted, it made me think of the mats that we had cut. But then she surprised me and did one for me, and it's a photo, and it's one of her very best friend's hands holding a chip of glass. Anyway, it's beautiful, and I'm so excited. Now I have to decide where I'm going to hang it. So that's fun. These are some vintage buttons, and I've got a video that's going to be coming out probably after this one, actually, where I show you some things that my daughter and I found when we were out vintage shopping. And this was one of the finds. I got all of these for 50 cents. I was super excited about it. Look how they're sewn onto the card. And they're apricot. I realize I have stress ink all over my fingers. So my fingernails really don't look like that normally. Look at how that is like almost the exact perfect color. Wonder, will this pink be okay, or should I go? Maybe we'll go with, ooh, yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with the peachy one. Why don't we go with the joyful? And this is one where I am going to leave a little extra, and then we can cut it down once I see what I want it to look like. I think I want the extra to the left of the letters. And then get this trimmed down a little. We'll see what this looks like. But yeah, I've got another video, and again, sometimes I film them in a different order than what I post, but I'm going to, it's showing you a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, but also some of the things I got for Christmas, some things we got when we were out antiquing or vintage thrift shopping. And then I made some fun heart clusters in that video too. So anyway, it's coming, and I'm going to tell you more about these. This almost looks like it needs to be cleaned, and I don't have any of my baby wipes nearby, but okay. I'm going to turn on my hot glue gun, which I also told you about my new hot glue gun in that video. So if you're interested in any of those topics and want to hear more about those things, go watch that video when it comes up, because I think that will be good instead of me going through it again right now and then it being the same information. All right, I think I'm going to use a little piece of this chiffon that's the neutral. I thought about the kind of pinky peachy one, And then I'm like, I think it's a little too much of that palette, but let's see. I always feel like this is so wide and I can't get it to do what I want to, so I've been cutting it. Let's see. And it looks kind of bad when I cut it like this, like a little ragged, but then once I put it wherever I'm going to put it, it seems fine to me. So I'm not going to worry about it. There we go. Like we can kind of cover up that funny edge. All right, so if we do that and we do joyful and we do the button and we have a little bit of that fun chiffon back there, what do you guys think? And then on the inside, I'm probably not going to decorate that right now, but we could do something else. Yeah, I like that a lot. So, I don't know, this doesn't take too long to heat up, and I had it on earlier. Let's see. Oops, there it goes. I was like, am I rushing it? But nope, here it comes. All right. All right. And I think on this one, I'm going to do mostly just my Line Co PVA wet white glue and maybe a touch of hot glue right here where it's going to be on that ribbon. Well, that's not really the part that's on the ribbon. It's okay. I think it's going to stick with no problem. Okay. But I like to make Valentine's not just for like romantic, like Valentine's, like a romantic partner or partner, spouse, that kind of thing, but also like for my kids, and I like making them for friends. Whoa, poop. I think there's lots of options. Yes, I just said poop. I'm sorry. All right, that'll be okay. It rubbed a little bit of the design of the paper off, but I think what I can do is get one of my colored pencils and just touch that, or even I can just touch it with some Distress ink. Ah, there, it looks fine. There we go. All right, a little crooked, dropped the button, but that's okay. All right, that's fun, and this is a little different with that angle there. I think I will probably put some neutral, like a neutral journaling spot here perhaps. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the inside, but I'll think about that. All right, so that one is not even really like this one, but you get the idea. This has a piece of lace underneath. Yeah, but similar. More hearts. Okay, so then these are really easy, and I can't remember if I got this in that one big craft haul or where I got this white Scotch tape, but I wanted something to just be the base to put some of these words on, like a tiny cluster. So I took one piece because it's wide, and I'm just folding it in half. And I'm using it for these word strips and adding a little heart. We might add, again, a button since I've got the hot glue going. We could add, we could staple them. We could add a little piece of ribbon, just whatever our hearts desire. So I'm going to select another word. We'll use another one of these since I've got this one going. How about we do lively and luminous and magnetic. We'll do 3. Why not? Why not, right? And then, like I said, I like having a little extra to decorate on either side. So we cut these and then we'll decide. And again, you can make them a little bit wider if you want to. Okay. So again, Distress ink is optional, but you can make a whole pile of these. And again, do hearts. You could do, I've got that cute butterfly punch. You can do little butterflies. There's just so many things you can do on, to decorate these. All right, here's a heart I already have punched out. So let's see how it looks. And on this one, I just glued it. But I'm thinking about, it's not the right color, but I'm thinking about putting like a little piece of this sari silk ribbon on here just to make this one a little different. And we'll have a fun little embellishment. And I sometimes will make these and, you know, have a little set of the words or the little things like in my Etsy shop. But you honestly, you really can make these yourself if you like this look. Okay, I'm going to put my word down, lively. And if you don't have, there's no magic to using masking tape. It's just, again, I liked the color of it. So use paper, you know, whatever works for you. All right, because the piece of ribbon I picked is super thick, I am going to try to affix it with this little stapler, and I think that's going to be better because it was pretty thick. And I'm just going to tear it. Cute, right? So this one looks a little bit shabbier than this one, but they're both cute. All right, let's do magnetic, and I left some on either end. Maybe we'll leave it nice and long like this to make it a little bit bigger. It's always fun when you're making a video and you look at your Apple Watch and you realize you have 6 text messages. Like, I have no idea what's going on in the world. I'm gonna just really peek and make sure. I think it's just my daughter. She flew home today saying hi. All right, almost done with this. That little teeny tiny piece of ribbon, we might get to use it. We will, I don't know. I kind of wish I had tucked it up under there. That would have looked cute, wouldn't it? All right, we're just gonna set it there for right now while I think about it. And I was thinking on one of these scraps, maybe instead of cutting it out as a heart, I'll just cut this little flower out like this. What do you think? That'll be cute, right? Again, make sure I grab that ribbon. I'm just gonna do a staple. I think that looks fine. I'll just cut that one off. So that one looks completely different too. So there's another little word. And then let's do luminous. I'm gonna cut luminous off of this side, even though I haven't planned how I'm gonna decorate it yet. All right, luminous. And let's see what we've got. Maybe we'll go simple and just get a few more hearts punched out. Seems like all of my punches, I guess it's because they're old, like me. We're getting old. Need to be sharpened. It's still punching, but it's just making it a little bit fluffy. A little bit fluffy. All right, that needs something. It just needs a pop of color or something. So let's see if I can, I'm gonna just position the punch so that I know the little one. We got a pretty green heart from that leaf. So do you guys also like using your scraps and things you just have in your stash? I know I do. I love working with all the fancy kits as well, and the fancy scrapbook paper kits and digital paper kits, but there is something about just kind of grabbing some stuff and starting to glue. I saw one lady, she was doing a challenge where you set a timer and you just make something fabulous in 15 minutes. And I thought, well, that might be something I could start doing, like the Fabulous in 15 series, where we just wing it. Tell me if that would be of interest, if you would watch that, if I decided to do something like that. I haven't really thought it through, but it might be fun. Sometimes it's stressful to craft like that on camera, but other times it can be quite rewarding. All right, I am getting out a circle punch. These I made with a 1.5 inch. I'm gonna make some with 1 3/4 inches, simply because I would like some that are a little bit larger. So you need 1.5 circles. So we're gonna make 2, and you cut one of the circles in half. And if you want your pocket a little more shallow, you know, you can cut some more off. That's up to you. I don't know if I'm going to do the same like this and have the pocket, or have the contrast with the stripes. We could also do one like that. I kind of like that. Okay, and then we'll decorate the pocket, and this is just so easy. So just decide, you know, and if you have single-sided paper, that works. These were single-sided. But all you do then is decide, you know, how you want to layer your paper. And then it's just a very thin, if possible, bead of glue around your half circle. And ta-da, 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 you have a pocket. I think I'm going to do this one with the stripes, that vertical orientation. And then if you want to, I'm going to add a little heart to the pocket. So what does this one look like? I'm going to just use ones I already have punched. And then I just cut out some of the words that I've been playing with, but you can certainly put other little pieces of ephemera in the pockets. You could put some more hearts in the pockets. It's really up to you. I don't need this anymore. I'm going to turn it off before I forget. So yeah, this is that piece of leftover masking tape, and you can have some other fun strips, color in there. I can cut a couple of words for us to go in, but you know, just have fun with what you want to put in there. I've done it where I put like little stickers, little faux stamps, the tiny labels. I mean, it really is cute with whatever you choose. This one's sitting here on my desk, so we'll put that in there. You know, it's just fun. And then these, again, can decorate a page in a journal. You can add it to a larger pocket. You can really, whatever you think of would be cute. All right. So there's those. These have 3 words. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. I've been playing today. And I hope you have a little bit of time to play and start thinking about some Valentine's crafts as well. These are pretty simple but super fun ideas. And I know I've had a few of you ask if I'm going to do some Valentine one-page wonders. And the answer is yes. I just have to have some time to craft and do it. So soon, hopefully, by the time I get back and get settled, I'll be able to make you guys some fun Valentine's videos. All right, until next time, have a great one. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks.